Yo. Welcome back to Dolphins United, the platform for Dolphins. You heard me. It is the review of the game. Man, it was a decent one. Really was. There was some good. There was some bad. Of course, we'll talk about it all. But a dub is a dub. We got the win. I'm excited about that. At the end of the day, yes, it's just preseason. It don't count for nothing, but you want to win at anything you're playing in. You're playing the game, might as well try to win. We won off of, hey, if it works, right? We won off of an ice. All right, we iced the kicker. It's luck, but it worked this time. And then you could see McDaniel on the sideline just playing with it even. Like, he was like, time out. Being goofy about it. And it worked. All right, so we won the game. We'll take it. It wasn't the best performance, but it was a good performance. It was. Could it have been better? Yes, for sure. Running game. 44 yards, 49 yards? 49 yards on 14 carries. The carry output wasn't a lot, to be honest. But we basically had 13 carries for 29 yards because Gaskin got off a 20-yarder, which was good to see. That's not going to cut it, guys. We got to be better than that. If we're supposed to be a running team, then we need to be able to run the football because after a little while, those play actions ain't going to be working. Now, they were working, but those play actions, granted, the scheme is great, but the play actions aren't going to work the same way after a while if you're not able to run the football. Now, I do know Raheem and Edmonds will make a difference, but that's not who we saw. So, we need to be able to run the football. Cardinal-Williams and Armstead weren't in there, but the other guys were. We got to be able to run the football. A little bit better than that. So hopefully they get that corrected and we move on from there. Let's talk about the offense passing-wise. This is the first time in years that I've seen guys running wide open in an offensive scheme for the Dolphins. I haven't seen guys run open like this in years. Years. I'm talking about back to Gase. Years. It's been years since I've seen guys running wide open like this. This is a good sign. I don't care what defense it was against. You got guys running wide open like that? You put Waddle and Tyreek Hill in the offense like that have guys running wide open? It spells good things. Loved what I saw from that. Skylar Thompson, 20 for 28, little over 200 yards, a tutty. Round of applause for you. If you threw that doggone interception that should have counted, would have counted, you wouldn't have got no round of applause. But I got to give you a round of applause for those that are new to the channel, because there's plenty of you that are, and I salute you all. Appreciate you joining the channel. I do rounds of applause. Now, it is preseason. Usually wouldn't get into rounds of applause for preseason or blank stares for that matter, because if you messed up, then you do get blank stares. But because it is preseason and because it is a rookie, I have to give him a round of applause. I have to. He showed up. He showed out. He was decisive. He was accurate for the most part. There were some times he was patting the football. There were times where he wasn't getting the play in according to how McDaniel wanted. And McDaniel said as much. He said, sometimes he has to catch himself being frustrated and having to remind himself, hey, this guy's a rookie. He's not a veteran. All right, so, he had to calm himself down and hey, just go up and talk to him like, hey, dude, I need you to, get the team in and out of the huddle. Skylar himself said, he had trouble hearing the play call because of the music and third down, so he was just trying to get it. And I'm sure It takes time, so it's live action. He's going to get those things corrected, but he looked good. Some of the passes that he threw were just beautiful passes, man. The pass that he threw to Lynn Bowden deep, great pass. Pass that he threw to Sherfield, great pass. Pass that he threw to Mohamed Sanu, great pass. Wide open guys, great passes. Great passes. Love to see it. Want to see more of it. At this point, that's my backup. All right, I don't know who y'all backup is. That's my backup quarterback. That's my number 2. QB2, Skylar Thompson. Now, it's early, but I've seen enough. Bridgewater, he was that one guy that you could count on as a veteran to come in if Tua gets hurt, but I trust Skylar to get the same job done. Stronger arm, probably not as mobile, but still stronger arm, accurate, definitely as a playmaking quarterback. I'll take it. I'm cool with that. Let's talk about the defense real quick. Defense was up and down. Just like the offense, because we would get all the way to the red zone and then we would kind of stall and we'd have to hit field goals instead of touchdowns. So offense was up and down as well. Defense was up and down. Against the pass, at times, it was okay because we did get interception, but at times we were just not turning our heads around. Like the ball's in the air, you're in coverage, you're there. Keon Crossen, for example, he was there. Ross was there on one as well. Igbenogany was nowhere to be found. All right, I want to give him a blank stare, but because it's preseason, I'll wait till week 3. If in week 3 of preseason he's still playing the same way, trust me, he's gonna get the longest blank stare of the year. All right, but anyway, Keon Crossen was in position. Gotta get your head around, bro. Missed the ball. Ross in position in the end zone. Gotta get your head around. Missed the ball. Touchdown. All right, so those are 2 plays right there. They get their heads around. They either get a PBU or they get an interception. Didn't get their head around to locate the football. Those are catches. Those add to the yard totals. All right, it wouldn't have been as good if they didn't have those issues. And then towards the end of the game, 4th down, they need a completion. They get it. All right, in the zone. We got to be better. But we were able to put pressure. We got some sacks. We got a strip fumble for a touchdown. And Guavin scooped that bad boy up, ran it in. You love to see that. Interception. Beautiful play by Elijah Campbell. All right. We came up, got the tackle, found the ball on his legs, scooped it up into his body, got that one. Trill Williams. I hated to see this for him. All right. You could tell that he was very emotional. After he got hurt the first time, felt around at the knee, felt it wasn't too much of an issue, came back in the game, came up, made the physical tackle, which that's one thing I really like about him is that he's really physical. Hurt the knee again. This time he felt like it was really bad, so he started crying, and you just seen the emotion come out of the kid because he was like, man, you know, this is it for my season pretty much. That's how he probably felt at the time. We don't know how bad it is. Just because you have a knee injury doesn't necessarily mean it's going to end your season. Same way we saw with the quarterback for the Jets. He's only out 2 to 4 weeks as of right now. So maybe it doesn't kill Trill's season. He's definitely sponge worthy. I would keep him on the team because he's one of those type of corners. I put him on IR, of course, because it buys you some time. But I keep him on the team. And right now you can't put him on IR, so it kind of is tough. Because if you put him on IR now, then he's out for the year. So I wouldn't put him on IR right now, but I would eventually put him on IR when the season starts. I'd carry him on the 53, put him on IR, and then that'll keep him out 3 weeks minimum so he can, if it's not serious. If it's serious, put him out for the year, do what they did for Lynn Bowden last year, and then, hey, we're good. All right, we got him for a whole nother year. Sucks for him, but at least we get to keep his rights. And then we see what happens after he comes off of rehab and everything like that, if it is indeed that bad. All right, I don't want to speak it on the man, but if it is that bad, then we have that option, because to me, he's a good guy to definitely invest more time into. Lynn Bowden showed up, did his job. I'm not going to say he balled out, because 3 for like 50-something and a touchdown is not balling out, but he was open. He was making plays. He was making guys miss in the return game. So all you want to see. Preston, in the return game, he did some things. He was absent for the game, and there was guys running wide open, all right? Azukama, nice play. Sanu had a nice play. Tanner Connor, nice play. Or Connor Tanner, actually, I think it is. Connor Tanner. Nice play. All right, nice play. Ran so fast that he was clocked at 20.88. Love to see it, all right? We have some guys, got some weapons. Running game is the only thing I'm really worried about right now, because we didn't really get to see a good bit of that. But we also didn't have 2 of our starting linemen in there. So we'll see what happens. I'm cool with that. Defense, up and down. Run game was good and bad as well. We stopped a good amount of the runs early, but then we was just letting up runs late. All right, especially to the outside. We would have our gap or assignments on one side, and then on the other side be leaking, or we would completely force this run to the opposite side, and then the opposite side would let up contain. So we were just having problems, inconsistencies. Penalties-wise, we were good, very disciplined, no turnovers. We created turnovers, so kind of looked a little bit like last year. We had 20 points on offense, 6 points on defense, because we were opportunistic. We got the job done, all right? We got the job done. That's what you want to see. Kind of looked a little bit like last year, but we're supposed to be able to run the football. We weren't really able to run the football that well, although we were able to run play action well. We weren't able to run the football that well. I want to see that improve, all right? Holla at me in the comment section. Let me know how you felt about the game, how you felt about certain players. Like what I saw from DeAndre Johnson as well, from number 58. He was doing his job. I liked that he was getting pressure and things like that. Any other players that stood out or didn't stand out to you, it'd be Nagani for one. Please let me know in the comment section. Let me know how you felt about our coach's first game. All right, let me know how you felt about it. I felt pretty good about it, especially the fact that we didn't have penalties all over the place. I really felt good about that. Felt good about play calling as well for the most part, except some of the screens. But, you know, you got to run some screens because you got to try it out, see what works. Overall, for his first game, I give him a B- for his first game. I'm not going to give him a C because we won the game. If we didn't win the game, I'd have gave him a C. That field goal changed it from a C to a B-, all right, in my opinion, and that's my grade. You can give me your grade in the bottom. I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Y'all already know what it is. Fins up till we die. See y'all later.